So if you don't know who Chris Chan is, I'm about to ruin your whole day, your appetite, and maybe your whole life. First, I want you to imagine the pickle guy from SpongeBob, if they had long, dark, greasy hair, I guess. Because Chris Chan is someone if a Discord moderator married a Reddit moderator, had a child, and that child had an uncle who was a 4chan moderator, and this child absolutely loved his 4chan moderator uncle, and he was inspired by his uncle's degenerate behaviour. Sounds like quite the shocking bloodlining situation, doesn't it? But that's 0.1% of what actually Chris Chan is. I didn't give them full honours when I was describing them. And you're probably thinking I'm being very hyperbolic. But if you listen closely to what I'm about to tell you, you'd think I'm undershooting it by a mile. So, Christian Chandler. They mainly came to relevance from posting cringy things online. Like their persona, which is a mix between Sonic and Pikachu. They even have a necklace around the neck of their persona, which I'm considered they never stop wearing. And they would make hand-drawn comics of their little persona. This was whilst I was in their late 20s, by the way. Which, you know, it's fine to have a hobby, but when you're creating fanfiction about your own persona, it gets a little bit weird. And relating that persona and yourself to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, yeah, it gets very weirder from there. And he would basically live out all his fantasies through the book and draw them. Now, I obviously can't show you the pictures because it is fucked. But perhaps I'm being too hard on Chris Chan. Maybe he was an inkling of Picasso in his scripture. You know, maybe it was going to get better. Maybe he was going to get a Netflix series because Netflix are so fucking low for shows. Like, what the fuck? You know, maybe I was a bit too hard on Chris Chan. But alongside his comics, he would also make YouTube videos like doing the Kamehameha, but his Pikachu Sonic thing version, and making it known he was looking for love, and that no boys are allowed to read his posts. They were only for single, fertile women. But you know, he was really looking for love. He was posting everywhere about it. He just wanted someone to love. And he had already decided his child's name, which was going to be Crystal. And this took around 15 years and he still didn't find the love. Don't you feel sorry for Chris Chan now? He was just so misunderstood and everyone bullied him because of his fucking yellow piece of shit. I don't know what that is. And people would constantly bully Chris Chan and they would promptly respond with videos like kind of freaking out, which you should really never do. Like 9 times out of 10 it usually just makes the hate worse.
On Twitter! I'm sick of the trolls! I'm sick of the hate! Hey! God, the goddamn commentary! That we're not tolerating freaking commentary anymore! I'm sick of the commentary!
But he eventually found the love he was looking for. A little happy ending just like Shrek. They both look like Shrek anyway. And everyone would be happy for Chris Chan. He'd finally found love after his decade-long quest. And who was the sly dog who captured our Chris Chan? You ready? Are you ready? You got the bath bag ready? It was his mother. But once again, this is allegedly. Even though there are voice recordings recorded of him saying he did do it with her and he wanted to do it with her. And there are also fan fictions of him and his mother that he created and other people created apparently. Pretty sure it was just him on an alt account. Even went so far that apparently he said that his mother said he was great in bed. No, his mother was 70-year-old and she either had dementia or something physically wrong with her head, apparently. Supposedly she was not all there in their head because of her age. So after all this evidence had been presented to the police, he was arrested for R-wording his own mother, along with just having the relationship in general. And you'd think that'd be the end of the story, end of the video, and I would show you a meme like I usually do at the end. But no, just like the sad and depressing thoughts, they always come back. Christine was almost in custody for 2 years, since 2021, where they were first made incompetent to stand trial, and then he got ganked in the mid lane and got made competent to stand trial again, where his file was sealed and the overall charges were dropped as of 2023. And the Lord Garmadon of this story was released back into the wild. I'm usually the person that says innocent until proven guilty, but when you had all of this evidence where he wrote fanfiction about it, even said on voice calls and shit that he did it, even said that his mother enjoyed it, you know, I think at least one charge should have stuck. Like, I'm convinced the lawyer she had was actually Saul Goodman. There is no way this person got past all of that shit with all this evidence without Saul Goodman being there. But Chris Chan returned to outside life where they discovered a lot about themselves, where they are now a she/her, and returned to their usual shenanigans on YouTube, where they would drop an absolute banger that would make even Kanye West sweat. Like, listen to this shit, you're never gonna hear an octave like this.
Rocket, stupid, 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 lucid, stupid, big stupid is all your work.
And she proceeds to make basically a response video where she relates her struggle to that of Jesus Christ on the cross and delusionally thinks they are Jesus Christ.
All these crosses on the palms of my hands and the images and the etchings of where I have been hung on that cross back in Nazareth.
But they would make the choice to call out every single one of their haters and blame the fact that they got charged on their haters, saying that some of the information was false and that they were manipulated into saying some things. And even worse, the situation surrounding their own mother. You guys shipped me with her. That's why it happened.
You shipped me with that snow lights. And Barbara was definitely not the perfect mother with me. It was not the perfect mother-daughter relationship there, period.
Even though they wrote some of the fan fictions themselves and they're meant to be on the stance that it never happened, they're kind of saying here that they fucked their own mum because people made fan fictions about them, but they made the fan fictions is what I'm trying to say. While simultaneously saying that it never happened. Like, I don't know how this person got released. I'm honestly convinced during the court hearing they rolled a D20 for a charisma check and they used this to charm the judge and subsequently drop their charges. My voice cracked a bit there, that was great. Because ever since it's just been D1s, the charisma check is not working anymore. They're not convincing anyone on their YouTube response. It essentially just screams is, I got caught, it's all your guys' fault, you made me do it. But also, I didn't do it. Like, for some reason in the video, they're giving the 1,000-yard stare. Like, we're in Slenderman's woods and I just got the first page and this motherfucker is already appearing behind trees. And the pendant around their neck looks like it's just deteriorating from, like, nuclear fucking exposure. Like, the pendant used to look alright, but now it just looks like it's gone moldy. I don't know how, like, plastic would go moldy. It's obviously been in the area of effect for a bit too long. I wonder if they had it in prison. Christian to his jail cellmate.
Hang up that computer call. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth.
That Christian is now still living with her mother after everything that's happened. I genuinely do feel sorry for the mother that she has to go through this, and the police have done nothing whatsoever about it. Even though the mountain of evidence. And just to put a cherry on top of the cake, Christian supposedly found another lover, which may just be their mother out of the wheelchair and propped up against the wall to give the illusion they're younger. Or it's just a girl that goes to another nursing home. Because it is basically he said, she said at this point, with the rumours involving the new girl. I personally think it's just a person on Discord, which is also them on an alt account. I hope it is, who would stay with a person that has done all of this. But Christian got away with it even with the fanfictions that they wrote about themselves and their mother. And they'll continue to make YouTube videos and continue their comic series, I guess. And I won't be surprised if there's new entries in those fanfictions and displays of what they've done in those comics. They were doing that before, they're probably going to be doing the same thing now. We can really only hope they fuck up again and get arrested, and this time actually go to jail. But that is going to wrap up the video. Sorry for exposing your ears to that. I just hope your sleep paralysis demon isn't Christian now that you're going to be having nightmares over this. But that's the video. Bye-bye, and enjoy this meme.
Chances are near zero. Near zero. What do you want from theory alone? Zero would be nice.